Welcome back to Futbol Mundial, where myself and Zachary Jelab over here take you on a tour around the wider world of football.
Yes, today we have dodgy voting in the Ballon d'Or, spectacular scenes in the MLS, the hottest thing to come out of Denmark since Christian Eriksen, and much more.
Much more. Bad timing that. Oh well.
For our first story, we take the ferry over to France, a country which has currently been engulfed in absolute mayhem.
Yeah, I mean, that's an understatement, isn't it? Paris has witnessed its worst rioting in over 10 years, and it balled over on the weekend with over 130,000 protesters taken to the streets and around 1,200 taken into police custody.
Unsurprisingly, this has had a knock-on effect for French football, with 5 Ligue 1 fixtures getting postponed due to concerns from the government and police.
What a bloody mess. And the pick of the bunch was the Côte d'Azur derby between Monaco and Nice, which would have seen Thierry Henry and Patrick Vieira pitted against each other as managers for the first time ever.
Big shame.
Yeah.
Let's hope Henry is still in a job by the time the match is rescheduled. Otherwise, there'll be a riot.
For out of our league this week, we are heading stateside as the MLS got well and truly wrapped up on the weekend like a Christmas present.
Yes, it did. 2018 was arguably the biggest season yet for football in the USA, with the introduction of LAFC giving birth to a new derby on the West Coast, as well as Zlatan and Rooney bringing even more pizzazz to the competition.
Pizzazz is the word. And yet another attendance record was broken on the weekend, with over 73,000 fans turning out to watch Atlanta United host Portland Timbers in the final on Saturday. To put that in perspective, that's a bigger crowd than the last 4 Super Bowls.
Oh my days.
Crazy.
That's nuts. And it was a night of jubilation for the Five Stripes, with Joseph Martinez and Franco Escobar sealing the win on the night.
Yes, it's Atlanta's first MLS Cup win in only their 2nd season in the competition, and it was particularly sweet for coach Tata Martino, who has overseen their progress since 2016 and is now leaving to take the Mexico job.
We have to get over there next season. We have to. But it wasn't such an exciting evening for Dutch commentator Frank Kramer, who used his final ever broadcast for Eurosport to ignore the game completely, instead telling the audience personal anecdotes and singing Frank Sinatra songs. Not well either.
No, not really. I mean, we'll let you be the judge of it. We don't have the video footage here, but it is all over Twitter. But where should we go next week? Let us know with the hashtag out of your league. I do believe the Liga MX in Mexico is coming to an end next week, so maybe just suggest that and we'll do it.
That's probably what we're going to end up doing. Now, you were all debating furiously with your little fingers on the keyboards, or maybe not little fingers, whatever, in the comments last week after Leo Messi was voted 5th in the Ballon d'Or. Pathetic.
Absolutely pathetic. I'm still not over it. And even more fuel has been added to the fire this week, with Cristiano Ronaldo saying that he deserved the award after scoring 45 goals in 48 games in this calendar year. And get this, there was even some ghost voting.
That's right, this week it was revealed that Abdou Bonia, a journalist from the small East African nation of Comoros,
I think it is.
Sorry, had partaken in the prestigious poll.
But it turns out the newspaper he supposedly worked for hasn't actually been printed for over 6 years.
And with a bit more digging, it becomes apparent that no one called Abdou Bonia has ever worked for the publication.
Oh, what a bloody shambles. I do believe he only voted for Kylian Mbappe, and Modric did win by a load of votes, but still, come on.
If there's one, there's usually more.
Ooh, he said it. Conspiracy time.
Sue me. Actually, don't.
No.
Don't, because I really don't have a lot of money.
And it's Christmas is coming up, come on. Never sue a man at Christmas.
Exactly. Do it after, in 2019.
Yeah.
Actually, just don't do it at all.
So the Copa Libertadores finally came to an end on the weekend, thank God, with River Plate beating Boca in extra time to take the historic crown at the Bernabeu.
And for some Boca fans, the loss was particularly damning.
Yeah.
Not only did they have to travel 6,000 miles for the showdown, they also put their livelihoods at risk.
That's right, because afterwards, a lot of stories about the sacrifices made to go to the game quickly spread around social media, with some of the most dedicated Boca boys even accepting getting sacked from their jobs in order to hop on the plane to Spain.
My gosh. Others gave up their entire life savings and asked locals if they could sleep in their gardens, with one fan explaining that many Boca Ultras had been divorced because of their dedication to their club.
Wow, I mean, that is
Bit
dedication,
too far.
isn't it? However, there was one very positive move in all of this. One Uruguayan radio station did special relaxed commentary, complete with chilled out background music for fans with heart conditions so they
Aw.
could listen in. Which is
Oh, that's
a
sweet.
genius idea.
That's lovely.
Because, yeah, the amount of heart attacks caused by football for fans is...
Really?
well, probably, yeah. Think
Yeah, the
about
emotions,
it.
the
Yeah,
emotions.
exactly. If Boca fans are willing to get divorced for the club, imagine what...
Especially
imagine
the
what,
Argentinians,
yeah.
We head over to Bayern Munich now, where Kingsley Coman is back under the spotlight after returning from yet another injury.
Indeed, the French winger, who is still just 22, can you believe it, suffered another major blow in the first game of the Bully season this year and has only made it back for Bayern's last 2 games, where he is impressed off the bench.
However, in an interview last week, Coman described how heartbroken he was, saying it was the end of the world for me, and he also shocked the footballing world by revealing that another big injury could lead him to an early retirement.
Ouch. Speaking to Telefoot, he said that he wouldn't accept another operation, suggesting maybe my foot is just not right for it, and said that if he did retire, he would live an anonymous life.
Oh, mate, doesn't sound like a very happy man at all. Let's hope he can kick on and produce the worldy season we all know he's capable of. Come on, Kingsley, mate.
Come on, Kingsley. Meanwhile, his teammate Arjen Robben also revealed he could be retiring. The 34-year-old is set to leave Bayern at the end of the season, and despite being linked with former clubs PSV and Groningen, the winger said he is yet to make a decision.
Ooh, interesting. But where would you guys at home like to see Robin finish his career? Let us know in the poll above. Also throw Crawley Town in there.
Come on.
Imagine it. Robin running down the wing at the Broadfield Stadium. At the Checker-Trade Stadium.
Well, the Checker-Trade Stadium.
Checkertrade.com.
We finish up as always with one to watch, and thanks to Frederick Bælum Svensson, we are looking at Copenhagen forward Robert Skov.
What a name, Frederick. The 22-year-old has been on fire this season, scoring 15 goals in just 19 appearances in the Danish Superliga this season, making him the league's top scorer. Fair play.
Nice. Pretty amazing considering he plays on the right, and the fact he only bagged 1 goal last season, which was his first after moving from 2nd Division outfit Silkeborg.
Despite being a winger, Skov likes to cut in and shoot, hence the huge goal output, a bit Robin-esque. And he's also a free kick specialist.
Yes, indeed. And his current form is frankly frightening. Skov has 5 goals in his last 2 appearances, and since September, he's been involved in at least 1 goal in all but one of the matches he's played.
My
Big
Lord.
statement.
It's no surprise there have been reports of interest from Ajax and PSV, but who should we cover next week, guys? Let us know down below with the hashtag
1, 2, watch. So that's all we have time for on Futbol Mundial for this week. But Zach, where should they go to next?
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
It's a little bit.
They should go check out FDFC and make sure they've watched the most recent Sevens episode where we
Yes.
have found a wonder kid who goes by the name of Jay. But
He's good.
more
He's good.
importantly, not next week, but the week after is the Christmas period, and we're unfortunately not here, so we can't shoot a Mundial.
No.
However, we're going to shoot a Mundial earlier, a special Mundial, an episode where you can ask us anything.
Literally anything.
Anything. You want to know what
Literally
McCubbin uses to shower in?
Yep.
He'll tell you.
It's weird.
Leave your questions in the comments below and we'll be using them. And also we'll put a tweet out on Twitter.
Hashtag AMA with the questions.
Exactly.
So it's easy to find them.
Exactly.
And we'll answer them. And,
Anything. I mean, anything.
And yeah, Twitter as well. Instagram if you want. Nah, just leave it for Twitter. Anyway.
Love
Hope you
you all.
enjoyed. See you next week. If you enjoyed the video, like it, obviously. See you later.
Bye.